Hello, buddy. Welcome back. It's Disfigure. I didn't win, did I? No, I did win. Did I win? Hold on. What's my achievement? Unlock. Okay. I didn't win with the laser catalyst. We'll run that again at some point. But for now, I'm gonna do something stupid. I'm gonna go akimbo SMGs. Okay. And I'm gonna randomize all that with my eyes closed. Map 2. Nightmare. XP gain is reduced. Uh-oh. Why not though, right? Why not? I'm gonna try nightmare mode. Because I got a comment. I was like, you should just play on nightmare mode, but like, don't use the akimbo SMG. So I thought, you know what would be really funny is if the first time I try nightmare mode, I try the akimbo SMGs just to learn. Just to learn. Bop, 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 bop. Oh. Q auto fires the rapid mode. Okay. I just familiarizing myself with how the akimbo SMGs work. Okay. Now, five damage apiece is nice. I think having rapid damage on the akimbo SMGs, like high damage, and status effects that apply rapidly, could be really useful because of just how fast, and ricochet, just how fast we apply damage. You know what I mean? So you get these boys ricocheting, case in point, goes really well. So I'm thinking, right, rapid, like lots of shots. Here's the thing I have learned. Fire it up is don't take too many things that reduce your movement speed, because then you can't counteract the fact that the akimbo SMGs push you back ever so slightly, and then it just becomes impossible. I learned that the hard way. This is what I'm talking about, right? So what's nice though is with enough rapid fire upgrades, even a single SMG shot or a single SMG going feels pretty good. You know what? I'm going to take the shield barrier. I haven't done that in ages, but clearly I need it because I keep getting myself owned. There you go. There's a situation where you have to apply some tact and decide you're not going to keep firing the guns because you're never going to make it out of the situation you're in. Right, so this fella's tough. Alright, because does he count as a boss? A mini boss? Okay, we got him. I wonder if he counts as like a boss for the purpose of having all that bonus health that nightmare mode was telling me about. Additional projectile? Yeah, why not? Perfect. So my hope is, even though we're only doing 4 damage apiece, we're firing so many shots, we should be able to just overwhelming volume of fire these guys. Yeah, bonus move speed is necessary. So I think something I've struggled with in this map in particular seems to be boss damage. Okay, boss damage. Worse than that, it's crowd control during boss damage. Oh right, hold on. Switch to cone vision when not shooting. Switch to cone vision size. No. I think rate of fire, and then there's a bunch of not shooting. That's so weird. Okay, a floating bullet guarding your backside which instantly kill a single enemy. Are these new? Are these akimbo SMG things new? Enemies move slower. Bullet accuracy. But I gain 50% rate of fire. Oh my god. Double bullet 7% more accurate, and you gain a laser pointer which lights up the area. Not shooting temporary doubles rate of fire. Yeah, see, it's weird. I don't... It might just be that it's been so long since I was last running the Akimbus, but I don't recognize any of those upgrades. Especially not the, like, kindled bullet behind me. Again, it might have just been so long that I don't remember. Give me... I'd love bleed. Or electricity. Yeah, electricity is pretty good. Applying shock is pretty wicked. I think I could actually take more bullet damage in exchange for a little bit less rate of fire because I still have a ludicrous amount of rate of fire. You know what I do need though, if I could, would be bleed. That drops my movement speed by 10? I didn't realise. Has that always done that? See, it's been... I took such a long break from this game. Not that it appeared like it on the channel, but I took such a long break that they could have done a bunch of stuff and I've not realised. Because obviously they put out Colossus Part 2. That I could have had some modifications in it that I just haven't been able to keep track of. But we're not doing too bad. An additional projectile seems like a no-brainer. Yeah. Ah, damn it. Okay, we're still fine. I just got a little bit. Okay, I got a little got. We all get a little got sometimes. Picking up XP. Well, actually that does give me... Oh, but... I do want the bleed. But I want to be able to gather XP from further away because I'm not really able to get that close to the enemies. So being able to just pull it every third shot, yeah. Every third shot doing the spiral is amazing because every third shot happens so fast. It feels like that has already augmented our crowd control capabilities to a point where I'm no longer scared. Now all I need is a method to get all of the XP that I'm leaving on the ground. Bleed seems extremely useful. That's 10 bonus damage randomly, but still, 10 bonus damage plenty of times. Right, let's light this guy up and see what happens. Like, can we get him, basically, in a reasonable time? We could. Not as reasonable as I was hoping, but still fairly reasonable. I completely tunnel visioned those shots that I just dodged out of my vision. I had no idea they were even there. Okay. I can't help but notice that we're doing... Can't help but notice that we're doing next to no damage to the boss. Have you noticed that? More bleed. And then I guess I'll just have to find the boss and shoot him a bunch. I mean, look at what the spiral shots are doing. Spiral shots and ricochets are handling all of the crowd control right now. That's actually pretty sick tech. Now, if only I could... If only the damage numbers I was doing weren't pitiful. Insignificant. And you know what? I was being too hard on myself. We're chunking him. Actually, well, we're not. We're chipping him, but... Hey, chip damage is still damage at the end of the day. And you never know what this upgrade could do. 10 damage every 3 seconds. Oh, you know what? Chance to set enemies on fire actually seems dope. Because we put so many bullets out that more people than I realise, I think, will be on fire. So I don't even know what these are going to be. Damage up, fire rate up, circle vision down. That would go really well with that other one that drops your circle vision. Okay. Damage, fire rate up, but you lose 15% every time you take damage. Okay. Movement speed up as well. Vision size drain over time, switching to alternate. I'm not sure I can use that because I don't think I can switch modes. This shot will have 400% bullet damage, 30% bullet size, and bullet speed. That sounds awesome. I don't know why I wouldn't just take that. There you go. So you can now see that our every 5th bullet is a quote hell shot. And we just like got a bunch of free upgrades. That one was really good. So normally they're like, oh, check out this good, but there's some negatives associated with it. That one had no negatives. As far as I can tell, it just made me dope. I'll take it. Now let's oh, hold on. While not shooting, movement speed is up by 40% and enemies are frozen for a second. Circle vision is 35% smaller, but enemies are slower. Bullet damage up, less akimbo recoil. 50% more rate of fire. I think we're just going rate of fire. Even though I now have next to no accuracy, I'm not sure it matters. Yeah, I don't know that having no accuracy makes a difference here. Having no damage or minimal damage is a problem. So if I could get outflow, I'd be cooking. That was rude. You fired those 3 shots at a perfect. Oh, he owned me basically. Oh, radiation would go nutso mode. Ow, I walked into his. Okay, his tentacles stick out way further than you think. And by you think, I mean me think. Yikes. Okay. I see the vibe that you're bringing here. I'm gonna be honest, I wasn't about it, but I owned you. You know what? I'm gonna start going down the path where I can destroy some projectiles, because honestly, the most annoying projectiles are the ones I can destroy. The big ones, they only fire occasionally. I'm like, I'll get out of the way. That's my BL move. The little ones, like these fellas, where they're like, check it out. Step left, step right, I'm still gonna hit you. Fear it, run from it. These bullets approach all the same. And this one, where they just like converge perfectly, my brain shuts down. That's a me problem. I recognize that. What are you? That doesn't matter. You're dead now. Okay, I walked into that one because I was distracted by this thing, whatever this thing is. So I need to be more careful. Because some of these fellas have some health now. And I do not. Something good. That doesn't feel like the good I'm looking for. Shocking shocks all shocked fellas? Yeah. I could go for it. I could clear the board a bit. Wow, I leveled up real fast there. Well, I'm never going to kill an enemy with a single shot, so I don't really need to worry about that. Piercing might be nice. Yeah. Because now my unbelievable crowd control tech can just crowd control even deeper. Oop. I hear you, bro, I hear you. Yeah, okay. So that fella loses some of his effectiveness as you take his arms off. It's good to know. Ah, a second boss has appeared. I was kind of unprepared for that. Right, I think... Yeah, because I'm not cooking him aggressively, but a lot like the last boss, it's slow, but it's happening, right? And as long as everything else we got going on can just kind of handle the chaff, I think we'll be fine. What's this? Cone vision? No. I don't even cone vision. I need wider standard vision. Okay, damage of the... Sure. I'll take ricochet damage up. Because that'll help keep me alive, I guess. My shield is back up. This sucks. I lived. I can't believe I lived. I'm not sure that I should have. But we will take it. We will take it. Alright. This fella's not too bad. His little rotational attacks aren't particularly fast, which means they aren't particularly scary. What else have we got? I don't even remember. Damage is dropped, but upgrade damage is 80%. Yeah. I'll take the crazy rate of fire boost, and then I lose some rate of fire every time I take damage. And then obviously just don't take damage ever again. Forehead is the solution to that. Whether I can live up to the hubris, I'm not sure. But I mean, like, I'm not seeing the enemies approach me recently, so we must be doing something, right? Oh, you're not the enemy. You're just a projectile that a fella threw at me. I see. I do feel like these mini bosses have extra health. So I feel like the enemies having bonus damage has, or sorry, the bosses having bonus health has affected all bosses, which is cool. I dig it. Shooting projectiles deflects them. Perfect. Can't do the ones with the tail, but I can do all the others. You ain't got nothing on me, brother. You're the simplest of all tasks. He says, almost getting distracted enough to be owned by that fella. Quote, the simplest of all tasks. Oh yeah, your three eyes connected to each other. I remember you. These fellas are healthy. I thought I was dead for a second there, but we're actually chilling. I need... Here we go. I need Gleam, I think. So I can have a bit more range. I can actually see what's going on. Because some of those benefits of enemies being in the light are really good. I do need to remember, though. Reduced XP gains. That is extremely true. So, you know, I might not make it that far. Like, that high of a level is what I'm trying to say. So my brain is shutting down, trying to kind of focus on what's happening. It's hard to tell. Don't put me in there. I don't want any of that. Yeah, I hadn't thought about having more vision range will really help the radiation. Because it only hits enemies that are in vision range. I don't know if... Because obviously the enemies light up when I hit them. I don't know if that counts as vision range for the purposes of going like Chernobyl mode on them. I don't know. Well, bleed damage could be good, but I really need... Maybe increase rate of fire. Lowers my bullet damage even more. What's the worst that could happen? My rate of fire is now insane. And I'm probably never going to lose the buff. Unless I'm fighting like just the boss or like the enemies get too tanky. Look at the numbers we're doing to this guy and they're so low. I think we're just doing them so fast and so frequently. I can't tell. I think I'm doing 8. Oh, okay, here's another boss. I was unprepared for you to be here, but we are at 15 minutes. Now, this fella appears to not care what I'm doing. His health doesn't go down, apparently. Okay. We lived through that one. Alright. Oh, well, okay, we're getting there. Outflow would be crazy. I don't want to be slow. Yeah. 5 kills. Enemies in vision take more damage. Sure, because that just bumps my vision a bit. Just don't get tagged by his rotating bullshit, right? We'll have him owned in short order. It's just a long game. It really is. I'm okay with that. The oh, we're getting rid of his tentacles. That's what cooks him. I understand. I don't know that I want any of these either. Yeah, I'm gonna skip these. I have no interest in them. Because it just makes everything I'm doing worse. To be fair, I suppose dropping my damage by 75%, it does mean I'll go from doing 8 damage a shot to 2 damage a shot. I don't know that that really matters in the grand scheme of things, because if you look at the numbers, the 2s or the 8s make up almost none of it. We're doing 21s from lightning and fire and all sorts. Not, well, I'm never going to not shoot. That's cowardice. Damage and recoil are doubled. Bullets are more accurate and he gets a laser pointer. I guess I'll go Akimbo Sentinel. I mean, we appeared to cook that fella. Now, if I could get, what is it called? The thing that absorbs experience through the light, or in vision range, I would be so set. I also think I have to move based solely on the direction I'm firing my weapons. Anything else is a no-go. Because I don't have the movement speed to fight it. So you're in the rotation. I know you're there. You know what? I'm going to take additional movement speeds. Because it'll help me fight my own recoil a little bit. But also, it'll give me crazy movement speed when I'm moving with the recoil. Like a jet ski. Oh, what is that? What the hell are you doing? I don't know if that tentacle sticking out his front is like a hitbox. You know what I mean? Like, would that hit me if I got too close? I don't know. We're kind of shredding these bosses now, but these are some of the earlier ones that are probably way weaker compared to what we're actually dealing with. But, I mean, 16 damage. Just think, if we took the other upgrade, we'd be doing a whole 4 damage right now. I know you're in here, upgrade. I know you're here. I get. Hold on. If a flashbang is close to a large temporary vision circle. I could do that because I think we're gonna fire a ludicrous number of flashbangs. Yeah. Remember, it's every 5 shots we're firing one of them. So just don't think too much about how many shots we're firing to be dropping one of these like every half second. It does mean though that these flashbangs should provide a little radiation aura. Though I took the flashbangs based entirely on the fact that I have the radiation. Not that it's a significant portion of what I'm doing at all. But you know what? Maybe for like... Well, enemies in light do take more damage. You know what? This will help against the boss, because now I'll be like flashbanging the boss constantly. He'll be in vision range. Then I can do my 25% extra whatevers, and I'll occasionally irradiate him, and then, you know, I'll actually get to see what he looks like as well. I get to see the full stature of the boss, because I'll vision circle his ass. Yeah. What are you? Oh, you're him. You're different. You're a different him than I thought you were. You know what? You were a him with a health pool, I'll tell you that. Oh, we're about to hit boss wave. I guess I'll take more bleed damage. Yep, there you go. Okay. So we're lighting him up. I don't really know what. I kind of wish. Maybe a cool addition to this game would be if at the end of the run, when you finally finish, at what point, you know, whatever point you decide I'm done with this, if it could tally up the damage numbers. Oh, he sniped me with that. You see that? But if it could hit you with the numbers to be like the actual weapons you're holding did X number, radiation did this, shock did this, fire did this. That'd be so cool. You thought you had me, but you did not. You fool, you coward, you charlatan. Alright, as long as I keep just rotating. And don't fall out the dome. Oh. Fine. It's like that episode of Stargate. SG-1, where they have a dome, where they find a civilization that lives inside this, like, energy dome. I think it was SG-1, and they don't realise that, like, there's an AI in control of it, and the dome is losing power, and every now and then it has to just shrink the dome a little bit, and it makes everybody forget that that person ever lived, and they, like, send them out to die in the wastes. Crazy. We're the best. We're officially the best. Let me have a quick look at achievements. Complete the second map on hard mode, yup. Bit of Kimbo SMG on hard mode. There's one for beating like the nightmare boss. Kill the 5th boss on nightmare difficulty. You know what? Let's keep going. Let's keep going. We're making a run of this. Now, I'm gonna get this off the map, but I don't want to take any of these. But you know what? Why not? Minimal damage, crazy upgrade damage. We're going to kill the 5th boss, and we're going to be achievemented out of our mind. That's what I'm talking about, baby. Look at the amount of XP. No, don't drop my movement speed. 60% less damage, but 50% rate of fire. Look at the speed at which we're throwing out the flashbangs. Yes! Outflow goes crazy. Yes. And then I just get to sweep my XP gathering light across the plains like the Eye of Sauron, hunting a couple of hobbits who think they're hot shit. Think they can take me on? Wait, what are you doing with that ring? I could radiation up. What are the, hold on, what are these other dudes? Okay, so this upgrade kind of sucks for us, but the extra bonuses that it provides way outstrip it itself. Like, the further down the line that its tech is definitely something we want. I'm leveling up so fast now. So the bullet damage upgrades are almost unnecessary now. I would love to know how much bullet damage our individual bullets are doing. I bet you it's not much. The flame seems really funny actually, but ricocheting up to 3 times, it does drop my rate of fire. But frankly, I think we have so much spare rate of fire that I'm okay spending a little bit for like extra ricochets. I'm just gonna stand here and spin. Try spinning, that's a cool trick. Killing 3 enemies with a single ricochet. That's never gonna happen. But no, I won't take it. Enemies with vision take 50% more damage. Why not? Does mean that enemies outside of vision take less damage, but normally I'd only be concerned about that for like a boss, but the bosses are always going to be in vision because of our flashbangs. By the way, I don't know who this fella is, but biblically accurate Nightmare has just logged on. Bullet damage is increased by 50% of increases to movement speed. We're doing 9 bullet damage, which you might think, well, that's nothing, and you'd be right, but it's way better than the 2 we were going to be doing a while ago. It's like playing the Doctor Who theme. Okay, that's not the Doctor Who theme. Flashbangs freeze? Man, I've never looked at the flashbang upgrades. Flashbang splits 2 more flashbangs, okay. 5 flashbangs at a time? Fire flashbang every 8 shots? I'm not sure that would... I don't think we'd fire them any slower, frankly. So for 20% for 2 seconds after being revealed in vision. Oh, really? Just in vision in general, that's kind of cool. Enemies are slow by 30% for 4 seconds, and then every 5th enemy killed exposed to 3 temporary vision rays. I thought I was going to say 3 more flashbangs, which would be really funny if they then split into 2 more flashbangs. Let me take this extra pierce for now, because I don't know that we need to invest too heavily in the flashbangs. They're doing everything they need to do just by existing. But bullets going through, fellas, seems mighty nice. And I think the laser sight was easily the way to go here. Don't know that we need to deflect them. Every 6 enemies drops a light orb, increasing bullet damage rate of fire for 40%. Again, I'm not sure I need that. Sure, give me some of these like enemies revealed in vision are slowed for a bit. I'm feeling good about this run. This is going to be a longer video than normal, obviously, because we're going the distance. But I'm just having such a good time, honestly. It's the, it might be the best run we've ever had, and I've said that a few times. It's not the most flawless run we've ever had. We've definitely had runs where we just have never taken damage, or what have you. But we're doing an unbelievable amount of damage so frequently that I'm unconcerned about the future of this run. Until we hit the boss, which I think we hit at the 30-minute mark. I don't think it makes you go another 20. So that fella will be interesting. I have my shield. I might want to invest in some shield upgrades, though. Honestly, I think most of the shield upgrades are like, do X when the shield goes down, which is counterintuitive to how I suppose it's not. It's counterintuitive to how I like to deal with a shield. By the way, what the hell is that? Okay. I'm glad we dealt with that. Because in my head I'm like, well, I don't ever want to lose the shield. Yeah, but that's dumb because the shield is there to be lost instead of you. Doubling damage of my charge rounds. Also 3 seconds to your next shot. That's never going to happen. But 20% movement speed is technically more damage. And it allows me to counter my own akimbo SMGs. Which, yeah. And when I'm moving with the SMGs, oh, I'm schmoving. I'm like a jet ski. I'm like a hydrofoil. I'm gliding over the water. Look at this. Anyway, don't get too cocky because you still could be completely destroyed by just the wrong end. Oh, by this giant baby, perhaps. By this giant multi-armed baby creature. With a spine tail. Perhaps. Oh yeah, I'll take vision up. Vision up and move up. Oh, hello. Right, there's two of you. Well, the other guy died instantly. That fella took a little longer. Man, it turns out, when you go past the 20-minute mark, there's all kinds of shit that you've never seen before. I didn't even know this was all hidden back here. It's like 10 minutes of Freaky Fridays over here. I guess in theory you could go as long as you want, but I'm probably just going to hit that 5th boss and then be feeling pretty good. That'll be my first... I think it's my first nightmare run. We definitely picked a good weapon to do it with. And to be fair, I think we also got some good mutators, which I randomly rolled, so that wasn't even on me. That was just luck of the draw. But our mutators were nice. Increases killing every 50 enemies while barrier shield is active. Increases weapon stats by 5%. Now I don't know. Let me sippy sip. I don't know if by when the barrier is active they mean on or not on. Do you know what I mean? I'm just gonna take infinite piercing of my projectiles. Because that's a safer thing, I think, for me to go for. Yeah, so I guess I'm confused at the wording of the upgrade, and maybe I'll look it up. If active means, like, is this shield active right now in that I have it available, or is the shield active when you take a hit and the shield goes down and starts triggering all of its abilities? Because that would make sense to me. Is the shield is, well, both make sense. Shield is active right now, right? It's ready to go. Or when the shield takes a hit, it activates because it does provide you with a bunch of stat bonuses specifically after you've been hit. And maybe that's one of the benefits is, hey, you've lost your shield, but now you get a bunch of weapon stats while your shield recharges. I can see that being the case. I've talked it through, and I think active means when it's been damaged. Thank you for rubber duck debugging with me. I really appreciate it. So I think shield is on when I've got it ready, but it's activated when I've taken a hit, it's gone, and it triggers all of its benefits. That's like, because I think it does a spiral, right? This is a spiral shot that the shield does. All kinds of stuff. Yeah, alright. What's this? Max ricochet damage? Sure. Now, I'll be curious to see how this actual boss fight goes. We might have been just talking absolute bollocks for the last, like, 38 minutes, and then the boss shows up, the fella arrives, and cooks me instantly. Decides that I wasn't even worth his time. I don't know. It could be the case. And I'm kind of working under that assumption. You can never assume that you've won. Assume he makes an ass out of you and me. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna kill this. Here we go. They are the dead creature. Excuse me? That's how fast we fire with just one, by the way. Okay. Here's the thing. If I may be so bold, you being everywhere is actually unbelievable tech for us, because I don't have to aim for shit now. You have made a fool out of yourself on my behalf. Oh, that's gonna hurt. All right, I gotta remember that I can't freaking dodge his. I see what you're doing. I see what you're doing. I'm your new dad. I'm in charge now. We freaking did it. Nightmare mode with a 12 million score. Main menu me for that one, big man. Oh, baby. So that is Nightmare mode with the Akimbo SMGs. Perhaps the best weapon in the game. Let's be honest. Best weapon in the game. How do you unlock this? Oh, unlock for a bunch of credits? Oh, easy. Gain 2 rotating particles which bounce off enemies, dealing 175% bullet damage and freezing them for 1.5 seconds, taking damage gains an additional particle. Interesting. Anyway, we nailed it and we're the best to have ever done it. Thank you everybody so much for watching. I really hope you've enjoyed. If you did, hit the like button. It helps out a great deal. Really appreciate it. Love your faces. For if you're new, consider subscribing to the channel for more content. Check the links in the description and the notification button. I'll see you in the next one. See ya.